maybe jump out of my chair and scare the crap out of me. Also, I've had a Starbucks coffee and now a energy drink shot. So,
Okay, well that's a good thing to go live with.
oh no. Well, welcome to Sunday, everyone.
Oh.
If I remember correctly, as a quick recap, the party had been hired to go and capture some kind of powerful rare creature by the Baroness of the town. And so they made their way. Eventually, they found a beat up mansion. And after following the sounds of what they now know as a cult, you guys dispelled the barrier and made your way downstairs into a surprisingly well made tunnel system. Some kind of temple down here. And from that, Larzad rushed ahead when he saw a kobold setting up a trap. He completely obliterated. And that's where we left off. Did I miss anything?
Think so.
No.
All right.
I apparently missed a bit, but that's perfectly fine. I was not here for bits.
Yeah, Vargash and I still have Longstrider for quite a while.
I believe the only thing you missed, Tull, is they went downstairs, and then, like I said, Lorzad just completely turned a kobold, but no one saw it.
We didn't have to
People-
say it. We heard it.
People heard it. And so, starting out, Lorzad just ran over there, killed a kobold. And you guys hear him kind of mumble. And suddenly there's a gust of wind coming from where he was. And you hear him say, "Where are you?" And that's where we'll start.
Wait, that last part, the kobold disappeared in a breeze? Is that what I heard?
No, well, I mean, technically.
So the kobold was killed, and then
Okay.
you heard Forzad mumbling, and then ask, "Where are you?" And then a
Oh, okay.
giant gust of wind come from that
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we'll start out for you guys.
I'm.
Oh,
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
We follow the path he just took.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps we should send either Frederick or Prototype first.
I mean, holds up 10-foot pole he's been working with.
That works too.
We'll hand it to one of our scouts, because we got one of those, right? Mastercard. Welcome to being voluntold. Here's a 10-foot pole.
Hold 1 second, I'm bringing your pets over.
I tried to reason with it, okay?
You did, and I appreciate it. It has been noted in your employee records.
We have employee records?
Of course you do.
Oh.
And so you say you're giving Ketskar the torch?
Not a torch, 10-foot pole.
10-foot pole. Okay, because I believe you have a torch.
I am holding a torch in the other hand, yes.
Alrighty.
That's why I have to hand the
Can
10-foot pole away.
Can I tie the 10-foot pole to my bow staff for extended range?
Sure. It's going to be kind of unwieldy and hard to use, but sure.
I'll do that and start walking forward, I guess.
I believe Lorzard had gone this way.
Correct.
So we are going to follow the exact path he took.
Whip stick around. Have to go this way. Fit the stick in.
By the way,
Because
I have dark
removed
vision of
furniture.
60 feet. This looks like I only have 30.
Um,
Well, right now you're in bright light, so your dark vision's not even kicked on.
Also, walls and hard corners.
yeah, that's probably what you are seeing.
Okay, there it goes. It wasn't working a moment ago, but now it's working, I think.
So, Cascar, when you come around the corner, you do not see Lord's eye. Where you think he might have been, next to the big blood pile, the only thing you see is a collection of leaves of flowers. Like flower petals, that's what I'm trying to say.
I poke the flower petals with my very unwieldy stick.
Gonna draw where they are. Nothing happens.
Lorzad is gone.
Right.
Poke, poke.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
Okay, yeah, I'm just poking everywhere. I'm going to inspect the body of the kobold.
Okay.
Okay, literally, I know you said okay, but it literally sounded like you said I don't care for a second there.
Oh, sorry.
No, I heard you perfectly fine.
I'm gonna poke the kobold. I don't care. Well, you're the DM. You're supposed to care.
So like I have the stick underneath my arm. It's warping to all hell. Lean down, poke the body of the kobold.
It is
He's-
broken, destroyed, and barely more than a smear.
It's dead.
It was hit hard.
How far does the path go, Kazakar? I think someone's
35 feet
standing
ahead,
on you.
and it looks like a giant gem at the end of it.
Boss, I see a long hallway behind me, he says as he's looking towards Kasakar. He points a thumb backwards. Wait, no, he wouldn't say behind me. He would say, I see a long hallway that way, he points. Because he couldn't see behind him. That makes sense.
Looked over your shoulder.
And I point in that direction.
All right. Malala. Shiny gem, apparently.
Tiny Jim?
Large shiny gem, according to Kasakar. We'll call for because unfortunately your employers do not have dark vision. Call for him to duck and like lean around the corner and just whook the torch down the hallway.
Okay, I need to make a token for it. Give me a moment.
If I see the torch, I'm gonna ready up a dodge just in case.
I gave you warning.
Yeah, this is why I'm dodging.
For the record, Leah, you might be ready to make multiple. It's gonna light another and do it down the other hallway too.
Yeah.
Yay, being normal vision. Fucking Tomb Raider style.
Can you see that up in the top left?
In the top
Okay,
left,
you can. Okay.
if you can set the torch to all players see light.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. Should be able to see it.
I can see it. I'm looking at the stream. It can now.
There it
Okay.
goes.
I don't know about you, darling, but if I'd say magic trap, that giant gem screams magic trap to me.
I mean, it screams shiny first, but yes, trap.
Poke, poke.
Just poking the floor.
Yeah, poking both any squares that are ahead of me that I can reach.
What's this red spot here?
The flower petals.
That
Okay.
The
whip around.
G-
That's
G-
where Jessica.
yeah.
That's where RotG is.
Also known as the GM scooped him away.
The GM what?
Scooped him
The
away.
GM poofed him away
Oh,
because
okay.
he's taking hiatus.
Okay.
Lee doesn't want to be responsible for him dying, I guess.
That's pretty fine.
Well, I decided I could make it a story thing. Works out for me.
Yeah.
Everyone should be able to move the torch token.
And we'll, like I said, do the same thing down the other hole. Just hook another torch the other way.
I think you have to be in line of sight to be able to actually see.
Yep, it worked. I see it.
Okay.
All right.
See it, Kaskar, as you hit the tiles, nothing seems to happen.
Just gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Jessica, slow down. We got any detect magic? Preferably at
Yep.
wills.
Not at will, but I do have detect magic.
All
I
right.
could do it as a ritual, but
I mean, we did just poof our Lorzod.
yeah.
That gem
spell
could be the reason.
hmm
So
So want me to just go ahead and pop it?
I did use my dispel magic earlier. Was it far enough to reach that too? 120 feet? Or are we too far back?
You're pretty
I had to
deep now.
dispel the
I think we went more than 120 feet downstairs.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it was
remember, oh yeah, I
surprising.
dispelled the shield.
Yeah, that was the barrier that got us down here in the first place, which did go into your employee record as a positive. Was capable of dispelling 13th level spells.
So want me to go ahead and I'll go ahead and cast Dispel Magic. I mean detect.
Okay.
We don't have that one yet, but
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Can you push the button for me? Just so I can see the details. Within 30 feet of you.
I'll move forward. Frederick going in front of me.
And 1 second, I'm going to put an aura on you.
Ah.
Jesus.
30 feet, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Basically,
so
I will move up to. So the
Should be right in front of Argash.
you can faintly sense magic in this direction, this direction,
So basically,
and definitely on the gem.
what school of magic
Uh,
on the
One
gem
moment.
specifically? I will say we definitely got magic north. I'll point towards that wall. Magic up there. Definite magic.
for the ones to the right, that gem seems to be transmutation.
Transmutation. That was the one I'm focusing on.
Yeah, it's the only aura I think you would be able to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can only faintly sense it. It seems to be mostly blocked by a wall.
Yeah.
Poke, poke.
and conjuration for the rest. Oh, and also you sense magic in this general direction.
Tap.
So basically, magic's all around us.
And then you have your party.
Yeah, I'm not looking at my party on purpose.
It is faint.
Yes.
But we'll tap along the wall as I'm looking at Keskar only tapping the floor. Trying to see
What am I
if there
saying?
are any like differences along the wall.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
What is my investigation? +5.
I want to push to talk because I keep yawning and I feel like you guys can hear it.
We can. It's not too big a deal, though.
21.
Okay. So between the two of you, you notice the wall seems to be hollow here and here as you walk down the hall and you're like poking it.
So up here.
Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't see the line pop up for that one.
Oh! It's outside of, it's being blocked, sorry.
There doesn't seem to be any mechanism attached to it.
Yes. Either 21, you can tell that one of the bricks just seems to be just slightly adjusted.
Transmutation. What do you think, love? North or south? Because I feel getting closer to the shiny might just be a bit greedy.
Yeah, I'm thinking north.
Kessler, you may want to stagger back just a bit. We don't know what the range on that thing might be.
I turn around, I whip Prototype in the face with the stick.
That's Frederick.
I'd be impressed.
Frederick.
The stick's longer than the hallway.
I whip around, it breaks off my
Don't you break
my wrapping. It just goes. It's fine. Just like
Growls
turn around.
slightly as he's hit with the stick.
Okay. Prototype, as a note, is taking up rear guard.
Good boy.
Perhaps we should back up before anything is done.
Yeah, seeing the this weird gem at the end, Vargosh is gonna like peek around the corner.
Try not to stray too far. We'll try to have this wall open here soon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back up to like the crossroads.
So, Vargosh, when you go around this corner, there seems to be a little nook, but you don't see anything special about it.
Okay.
Alright, so Tally, I'm going to assist you and tap you with the guidance as I break the tools out. Let's make sure it's not trapped and all that happy stuff, yeah?
Investigating it? Is that it? Or
I mean, that's up to the GM. But we want to make sure it's not trapped before we try and open it, right?
Yeah, that'd be investigation. I just realized I messed up when I did the dynamic lighting on this.
Oh no.
So there's no actual way I can open the door to.
Just drag us over it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It's 21.
You look over it, and you like as you're looking over it, you realize that button probably would have done something else other than open it, but you find another loose stone that you are 99.9% sure is the real one. It's less obvious and it's kind of hidden a little bit, but
Okay, don't touch that one. The most likely trap one.
Lovely. Do we want to disable it or just push what you're fiddling around with down there?
Could I disable it? Is it like magical?
You don't see an easy way to disable it? Like, there's no line or anything.
I say we just avoid triggering it, and I'll mess with the.
Okay. Once again,
And it
will assist in guidance.
just pushing the button, the door just slowly lowers, or the wall lowers, showing an open door. Shows the door there, but trust me, it's open.
Motion for our 10-foot pole wielder to tap around the entrance for us
Please move.
while I pull Talia aside.
So I'm just gonna,
Tap, tap.
yeah, I'm just gonna move you in there so you can kind of see.
There's 2 more giant rubies. Well, stones.
And they're glowing.
They look to be glowing. This is not a good idea.
I mean, it's half the fun. Any other entrances or exits in there?
No.
Lovely. So compartmented power sources potentially. All right. Back on under there for now. Let's see if we can't get the southward open and see if it's the same thing.
Want me to check these schools of magic real quick?
If you would be so kind.
Take a look in.
They are conjuration.
These 2 are conjuration.
Okay. Would someone kindly type that can see it? Type and just pop those by the gems.
We can't see the gems
Sorry
because it's
about
in
that.
darkness.
You can see it now.
Yes, but putting text there won't really help.
I put text next to the other one. I can see it just fine.
No, but the room with the gems in it.
It will when we're in there.
Oh.
It's just so that when we come back, we can remember without having to bog down
Got
on
ya.
my little whiteboard.
Okay,
There
I
are
have.
2? You said there were 2, Leah?
Yeah, one moment.
Okay.
I might need to reload. Whenever someone rolls, it's showing the statistic roll, like a d20 plus int plus blah 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 into the actual roll. So give me a second.
What?
Yeah, it's like showing that as if I'm scrolling over the number to see what
Oh,
the
yeah,
details
that-
of the roll.
Okay,
yeah, that happens
the scroll
sometimes.
box is stuck. It happens.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile.
Can you guys see him there now? No. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
You can. Okay, good.
I see a generico man.
I see Brian.
Brian needs a token at some point, but that is not going to be me to find it. I will put it in if anyone wants to find it for me.
Oh, what?
Tomb of Annihilation things.
Oh,
They picked up an NPC of running away from a horde of zombies, and he's stuck with the entire party with sense. He actually got PC levels. He's lower than the party, but like, hey, he learned.
All right.
so you guys gonna try the downward door?
Yes.
So, Tally, as you look at the door, even without an investigation, you can just immediately tell it's exactly the same. It's got one button up and then another one down. and you're pretty sure it's probably the
Like all the like roguey characters are huddled around the store, look over to the death cleric, just like, what are you guys doing? Like,
I don't know.
This could explode, and you're just here.
I would argue that I could be pretty roguey, but I know better.
Kassagar is -1 in smart.
Yeah,
stat.
but you got
So,
Dex.
Yeah, I got Dex up the wazoo.
I thought we already went in that room. Okay.
We just poked in the north. There's another one south that we're gonna do. Same.
Are you gonna
Okay,
open
bye.
the door?
Yeah, sorry, Leah.
Oh, just making sure. You see a hallway.
Do I still sense the magic?
You do. You sense conjuration from down south again.
Can I get like, I'm guessing kind of this way and that way?
Yep. You sense it from both sides.
I had to guess that. Just looking, it's a T. Willing to bet there's a gem on both ends of that.
Let's see. Did I guess right without having to move?
You guessed kind of right. So, Cascar, as you look in there, you see on your right, or your character's left, a stairway going up, and on the other way is a stairway going down.
I'm gonna go the one that goes up.
That's down.
The other way around, Cascar.
And you just keep going upstairs. And then eventually you just end up right where you were.
What the?
I must say, see him leaving. Is he stealing my 10-foot pole? Klepto much?
It's a Mobius strip.
Don't you have -1 int? How do you know what
Yes.
that is?
+1 in wisdom.
Okay. So we've got conjuration pretty
Shush!
much all
Up
the way around
on
us.
the fourth wall.
Transmutation over yonder. I'm willing to bet similar down the other halls. I'd feel more comfortable knowing the layout of what flower petaled our Lorzad.
It is worth noting, if you look at the flower petal, they're very specifically of a lily.
Oh.
Oh.
Vargash, you good down there?
He waves.
For around a corner, we can't see.
No, he pokes his head out of the corner and waves.
I was like,
He's looking around the corner right now.
what you got down there?
Holds up a finger or a claw,
You've got a 1.
and then disappears behind the corner.
Oh,
And he appears back and says, "Nothing over here."
nothing.
Yeah, just a dead end over here, boss.
Tally.
Yes.
I don't think there's no way there's a dead end.
So we're gonna check that out.
Meanwhile, Cascar apparently just starts looping around, getting his stretches in. I mean, we check that out, or we check the door that we can blatantly see over yonder.
Same thing on the way on the other side.
I appreciate your sciencing. I do.
It's worth noting it's probably disorienting going downstairs and then ending up at the same spot.
I do need to do my calisthenics for the day.
Will come get you? Question mark.
And there he goes.
Maybe we should ask for the 10-foot pole before he gets lost.
Kaskar?
Hello.
Mistake.
I take it off my staff.
Enjoy your
So,
run.
Vargosh, it's worth noting you did walk by a set of doors.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah, this over here, that's just a set of double doors.
Boss, there's doors over here. I point. Look happy.
Large doors.
Double doors, I believe. Large
Where
double
did you
doors.
call out the dead end at?
I point in two different directions. I point to the southeast and the southwest.
Oh. Has to serve some kind of purpose.
I'm done.
We'll do the old tappa tappa.
Into the corner room.
Yes. Along the floors and walls.
Nothing seems to happen.
Squint. Austro, fancy eyes.
I think Austria's BRB.
I know. It's probably just confused at Kaskar's sprinting.
I will check it for traps. Wait,
Okay.
is checking for traps perception or investigation?
Investigation.
I will not check it for traps. He puts his question mark ear against the door and tries to listen.
Give me a perception.
16.
It's very, very, very faint. But every 5 seconds or so, you just hear thump, thump. But it sounds very distant.
Excuse me.
And was that for the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It looks like there used to be something here. It's not here anymore. Maybe like bookcases or something.
I was thinking like someone that sits on that square.
Specifically around the square in the corners, but yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Leah, could it possibly be like very loud, like heavy footsteps, or is it probably not that?
You think that it might be, but again, it sounds very distant.
Hey, Kalar, I hear a thumping noise every few moments. Could be heavy footsteps, but it's spaced out pretty far, and it's pretty faint too. I can't really hear it very well.
Essentially some automated mechanism. Let's get this eastwardly hallway knocked out real quick before we deal with double doors. I'm not aware that Kaskar has finished his lap, so I'll walk forward, tappa tappa. We've gone up, but this is the less laggy way for to move.
Yeah. Yeah, as you tap, the floor seems really solid.
You get Austral to sniff out that gym down below. I have a faint feeling I know what it shall be. But we'll get close enough to tap along that door. And not attempting to be loud, but just seeing if anything springs out by contact.
Nothing does. You can technically see through it. That's whoops. Shouldn't be able to, but we'll just say the door is open. Oh, I see.
I step up and cast resistance on Kalar and then take a step.
Ah, thank you.
Anytime.
Well, same verse as the first. We will take a look at these walls. As I'm sure in character Austro would have gotten here in time to say, hey, there's magic all around, yada yada yada.
Yeah. And in this case, there's specifically magic to the south. I'll just pretend he's over here. You've seen them a couple times now, so you can definitely tell where they're. Yeah, especially with that. You can definitely tell where the walls look a little bit. Specifically here, here, and there.
All right. Malayla, it was the bottom brick you were pushing?
Mhm.
From where I'm at for that door, I'm gonna like pull stick, push in the bottom brick.
Okay.
You know, hey, magic eyes, get over here, over here.
This one.
Hey, Australia, you sense conjuration magic through that door
This door?
to the south.
South.
One we just
Okay.
revealed.
Got ya.
Do you sense anything north of us?
Do I sense anything north of us?
You do not.
Okay. I do not.
Okay, chances are maybe a barracks of some sort. I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into more of the little lizards. No offense, Vargash.
None taken.
Malayla, wanna sneak in on through this north door and see if there happens to be anyone sleeping in there?
I will be sneaky.
All right.
As she passes by, I give the old brush down the back with the guidance.
You are pretty sneaky. So as you walk in, you pretty much just see what looks like some kind of dinner table. Oh, it's really dark though. So
But no people, no snoring noises.
give me a perception. Yeah, so it's kind of faint, but you can hear what sounds like
Snoring or snarling?
snoring and snarling, a bit of both.
We got friends, love.
At least one.
Well, it's time for the bestest boy to do some work then, isn't it?
Don't mind, I had to mentally circle through which one you're referring to.
Wow. Gardar,
I'm
sure,
sorry,
I
Gardar.
remember this.
It'll be a little difficult. It's kind of hard to see.
I don't have the light cantrip, but I do have a candle. So it'll be
How
I can
much light?
see in the dark.
I would imagine a candle is not a whole lot of light, just enough for her to see enough to get around quiet without like kicking things over, especially if she shades it.
That makes sense.
I think it's probably like 10, 15 feet.
I meant to pick up a hooded lantern, but distractions.
Okay, well, eager to prove himself, Vargosh is going to walk down the hallway and he's going to squeeze against the side of the wall. I don't know if squeezing is a thing in 5th edition, but he's going to try to flatten himself against the side of the wall and kind of make his way down.
Okay.
And I will try to do this stealthfully.
Which side of the hall are you sticking on?
The north side.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a stealth.
It's 11.
And where are you moving to? Alrighty. The hall seems to be clear of people.
I'll scout ahead. He was.
Just doing the little like holding a finger and just letting the finger lower, like he's going to die.
So, Vargas, you see another open door.
Okay. Keep looking around.
Darling, you might want to go. If there's a sentinel in there, you may want to dispatch it quickly.
Yep, I'm gonna go and do that.
Stay right there, Vargas.
Okay.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
okay.
it created so little light, I actually didn't realize you gave me.
It is a candle.
It's
So, Vargas, from where you are, you can see a single kobold that's just kind of sitting on the table, like just staring at the wall. Wait. He doesn't notice you.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak back.
And Malala, you see another door.
I whisper to Kalar and Astral. There's a couple. There's a lizardling in the room back there. He's staring at a wall, sitting down, staring at a wall. He didn't see me.
just one.
Just one from what I saw.
Kastakar,
Yes.
Mayor.
I'm just kind of idly poking and prodding at the Iron Defenders.
For the record, prototype will attack if you poke and prod him.
Looks probably the same.
They're not playthings.
So Tally, you do see what seems to be like a tripwire on the door. It's on your end of the door, though.
Does the door
So-
open towards or away from it?
It opens towards you. So when you open the door, it would set off the trip. And it is extremely easy for you to take off.
Kaskar,
Yes.
Varg, not that way. Come here. She's already hopefully dealing with that sentinel. The door to the far end. Careful not to get too close to the gym. He said there's a single kobold. It needs to be dispatched cleanly and quietly.
Roll me a stealth. It does not notice you. It's just sitting there on the table, just kind of waiting.
Poor kobold.
So I have to ask now. Which way does the door open?
The door is already open.
Ah. Do I see anything on the door?
No.
Faria, she said it was on a table.
Okay.
I don't know. Was it on the table yet, or
Like it was
was
sitting
he?
on
Where
something.
was he sitting? He was sitting on something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When you dispatch him, don't move him. Landmine theory.
Mm-hmm. Pop in 2 attacks, flurry of blows. If he, well, first let's see if the 2 attacks kill him.
No, Tally. You easily take it off the door. You're way too skilled for that kind of trip. Okay.
I assumed that those would both be added. At least the first one would be at advantage.
It would be at advantage.
Well,
Crit fish.
So you just like punch it twice, and it doesn't even get a chance to notice you as it just immediately just bop.
so I just narrating for the sake of narrating.
Yeah,
I
please.
just like slide in, grab his muzzle, and just like shove my fingers into his throat until it indents, and then just hold him there until he doesn't breathe. It's like
He did not even get a chance to do anything.
As we find out these are like the guardians of the area, and just befriend them and shit.
I don't think that would matter to us.
It would, eventually.
And while you're in this room, you see a door to the north.
And just to keep us progressing, we'll go ahead and keep tapping our way down, opening up these other southern doors. Ashro, if you'll peek into.
Yep. I will continue doing the looky for magic key.
You said conjuration from that room as well, Leah?
Yes.
Is it just conjuration all the way across?
No, actually.
Okay.
So this one conjuration. This one's conjuration.
Yes. And then as you get to this middle one, you sense conjuration, evocation, and one more.
And what's the last one?
I'm checking.
Okay.
And abjuration. And the very last one is also conjuration over.
I assume crystal is transmutation.
What was it?
Is crystal at the end of the hallway? Trans.
Yes. All right, Sally. Go ahead and give me that check.
I assume it's not locked.
It is not locked. Oh yeah, no, you have no problem. You just slowly open the door. Doesn't even squeak as you open.
Alright, so what's in the room?
From your little bit of light, if you move in front of the door, I can see what you actually see.
Oh, there's the door.
Okay, you see at the least, you see two sleeping kobolds. One that was right next to the door, and one that is on a bed.
And they're both asleep?
They both seem to be asleep, and this is probably where you heard your snoring from.
Alright, I'm gonna try to quietly take them out.
All right. You do have advantage.
Fucking rogues, man.
All right, you killed that one.
Actually, that would even be higher damage because.
It's auto crit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're asleep,
Ah,
and you did it quietly.
Jesus. Sneaky guard art. Love it.
Let us see if they notice. They did not. Okay. You see another two.
Oh, at least you were right about the bear.
Wait, so if you stealthily attack a character that's asleep, it's an automatic crit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
being incapacitated but not dead means if you hit, you crit.
You're
It's a coup de
helpless.
grace.
Yeah, they're helpless.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't got to roll for that, or
She
just
is.
automatically crits?
Yeah.
But
You
no, but I
still,
mean,
you
like,
still have to
these,
hit.
you still have to hit. Okay,
If
that's
you
what I'm trying to figure
hit,
out. I was trying to
it's
figure
an
out if
auto
I
crit.
wanted to try to help.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because I was trying to figure out if I wanted to help. I know she's rolling, but I didn't know if it was necessary or not. Because I don't want to have to roll if I try to help, because that would be bad. I'm not a fight guy. I do have melee attacks, but they probably won't hit very often. I didn't know if she was just rolling for damage or not.
Is that another kobold or like a ghost of a kobold?
It seems like another kobold. It's really hard for you to see in here with just a candle.
Let's paint the walls red.
Give me another stealth, please.
I'm just sitting here with a corpse hanging from my hand. It's like I have not been told to move. It's like slowly trickling blood from its throat. This is
No, I
weird
told you not
imagery.
to move it. Not that you can't move.
Yes, but if I move, it moves.
Okay, well, neither of them wake up as you step into the room. Oh, jeez. Let's predict sleeping kobolds. This will be a good idea.
Hey, I mean, it's letting a rogue.
Yeah.
Ostro, what do you? These gems.
Yeah.
If you poke into where it's only conjuration, is it more gems? I don't wanna.
Doing that, I'll just poke in to see. Are they only gems or are they?
You can move in there. It is just a gem in there.
Glowing like the others were.
Yep.
I really wish Identify didn't require me to touch it.
Can I get the last one?
Yep. Roll me one last stealth check. as you walk over the dead kobold body. Oh my god. It doesn't notice.
The rolls are getting progressively worse.
So it's fine. Hey, look, 4 dead kobolds. Killed in their sleep as Gardar gets to drink up their blood.
Blood of innocence for the innocent.
He's just helping them slumber peacefully.
These are tasty.
I'm just moving that over there.
Is there anything on them?
No, they're pretty. I mean, they each have a dagger and a sling. But other than that, I mean, they're barely even wearing clothes.
I'll take the daggers.
Okay. You have 4 new daggers.
New?
Conjuration.
New to her.
New to the inventory. So, this is in character. Conjuration can be anywhere from dropping a bunch of enemies on our head, or clouds of gas and acid.
The are banishment spells conjuration? I don't think they are.
Incoming Arcana check, because I don't remember.
I don't either.
And I'm not going to guidance because it was on the fly. So 19 Arcana?
For a banishment? You would know that banishment is not conjuration. It's specifically abjuration.
So that's it's still a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not here. Every now and then, like, looking up the north door, like, she's been in there a while. Okay.
Want me to go check?
Quietly.
Okay, and then by the time he sees her run around the corner,
smacking.
she's fine.
Comes with a little candlelight and a sword dripping with blood.
I mean, to be fair, she probably sneaks up on me.
Yeah, you get used to it. You don't.
I have 18 passive perception. She probably still sneaks up on me.
Let's put it this way, in our relation together, I think I've caught her once. Right. Where's the Cassakar?
Yes.
Okay, so he's alive. Lay the body down and get over here. Alright.
The body falls to the ground. Sorry, falls to the table.
Okay, so Malala, love, reports. What did you have up there?
4 kobolds. All asleep. None more.
No more?
Fargosh is kind of confused because the second in command is asking the first in command to report.
Smiles. Cassakar,
Yes.
you want to fill us in on what you saw in there?
The room. There was a room with a kobold. Not very much else.
Wasn't there a door?
There was a table. Was there? Oh,
There was.
there was.
She
There was
runs
a
back
door.
over like, right.
Shush. Dynamic lighting means I actually have to check.
Okay, so we've got 4 Conjuration Gems. We haven't been down the hallway with multiple auras, and we have these 2 Transmutation Gems. Transmutation is change. Change is scary.
Change is inevitable.
Change made by magic is frightening.
I have no platitude for that.
Like, magic is scary, yo.
Is there a spell that like changes you into like the thing, basically?
Into an object?
But no, like into like a mass of tissue, like the thing. That would be a scary spell.
I think,
That someone should invent that spell. That'd be
skin to
scary.
stone transmutation. So
I mean, Coral and I recently watched Color Out of Space, and there was a thing that turned you basically into a mass of flesh. I'm like, yeah, that'd be a scary spell.
So we have 4 Conjuration Gems. They're the ones that worry me just because they were hidden. If we deal with them, I would like to try and deal with them all at once. Any ideas?
Smash them.
It has a potentiality, but whatever lords over this place might notice very quickly.
Raghash shivers visibly as he thinks about a spell that would change you into a mass of flesh. He just ponders this over in his head. When you said a change spell.
Okay. So we've got a door from the barracks where you were, a door from the waiting kobold. We got 4 Conjuration Gems, 2 Transmutation Gems, and then whatever it. The evocation, I don't know, but you, Austral, Graves, and Vargas
Yeah.
being all masters. I feel like if I walk down there, there's just gonna be a giant wall of fire that hits me in the face.
Yeah. That seems fair. And a bad idea.
Problem is, I didn't prepare something specifically for that. I.e., I did not prepare, because I don't think we even have Unseen Servant, do we? No, we don't.
No.
Hey, Kilar, you know what spell? What one of the evocation spells are? Moonbeam.
That's a odd thing to bring up in character.
Yeah.
Because I did cast Moonbeam before and you recoiled from it, and I just bring that up.
You almost hit me with it.
See your reaction. See your reaction.
Perhaps
Don't hit me with a moonbeam. Rude.
Perhaps we send one of the lions down that hallway first?
When you look down, do you see runes or anything that glow? Like, where's the auras coming from?
Where are the auras coming from?
Okay. So, conjuration comes from all over. I'm sorry. The evocation comes from all over.
Okay.
The conjuration comes from specifically that angle. And the abdication comes from kind of like this angle.
So, conjuration and abjuration are kind of on the same axis. Then evocation is just overwhelming.
Evocation is literally like the hallway all the way down.
Make sure I got that right. Yes, Leah?
Yep. You sense more evocation than anything else.
I think we send the lions down, and it's just not going to be pretty.
Yeah.
So far, people have gotten pretty close to these gems and nothing has happened. So Vargosh is going to get. Yeah, Vargosh is going to approach the.
Okay. The one right on that wall?
Yeah, he doesn't touch it, and he doesn't step within 5 feet of it, but he kind of peers in at it.
Unlike
And
the one on the other side, this one is not glowing.
this one's not glowing.
Correct.
He steps closer. And he peers at it closely, and can I roll? Would it be Arcana to tell me what I know, what I can think about this object?
Sure.
14.
You feel like it's probably some kind of light, for like a better way to put it. But that's really looking at the other one, kind of looking at this one and kind of studying it. It looks like it's some kind of magical lantern, basically.
Oh. Hey, boss. And he looks back, and then he puts his hand on it and tries to activate it.
It lights up.
Boing. It's what are those push lights called that you put in your bathroom? It's one of those.
Exactly.
Just kind of face
He
palm
pushes
it.
it off, pushes it on, pushes it off, pushes it on. Does that a few times.
Does it turn off when he touches it again?
It does.
How much light is it producing?
Quite a bit.
Like all the way down to the torch, or
Let me double check real quick. It's producing, I mean, it's not a whole lot. It's about 10 feet of, so it's about a fourth as bright as your actual lights.
okay.
Well,
And then I leave it
that
on.
was anticlimactic.
You say that. How
How much? How much does it weigh to be just a light?
Probably a lot.
I mean, it's attached to the wall, and it's like pretty big here, it looks like.
and the chance of removing it means the chance of just breaking the enchantment.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll risk it for the biscuit. We're not immediately touching it. We're going to give it a hard study.
Okay. So as you look at it, you can't exactly tell anything about it. It's definitely magical. It has a faint glow to it. But that's pretty much all you get from it. You definitely know it's magical, and something will happen if you.
Hmm. Going to cast Spider Climb on myself.
Okay,
How high up is the roof?
about 12 feet.
Okay. So the plan is, with Long Strider and Spider Climb, we're going to get up off the floor, reach down, and just like just the longest finger, give it the slightest touch, and immediately rush up to the roof.
Okay, the moment you touch it, the first thing that happens is it gets much. And Vargosh, as you're studying yours, boop. Pilar, you're suddenly looking down at Vargosh. And that gem is also much brighter now.
Graves, be a dear and touch that gem south of you.
Okay.
Do you got to touch it, Graves?
Vargosh, I hope you
This way or the
hold on to your lunch.
Huh?
Did I go the right way?
You did. You have a pretty bright, glowing orb in front of you.
Alright, boop.
Boop.
Interesting.
The gym does not get any brighter.
And she ended up coming here.
Yep.
And apparently disappearing. Where'd she go?
Well, you're on the ceiling and she's on the floor under you.
Oh, okay.
Vargosh is starting to realize that these gems are they're not harmful as far as he can tell. So he's going to leave the room and say, "Interesting, interesting."
Touch it again, Graves.
Boop. You find yourself back where you were, Gray.
And then no change in the light?
No change in the light. It seems it has been activated.
Interesting. We'll come walking out on the wall and around.
Okay.
Wave down at everyone. I guess right now Vargash and I are the technically fastest runners.
Well, how long does your spell last? Because we've been doing this
an
kind of
hour.
stuff. Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna.
Does Long Strider improve your climbing speed if you have a climb speed?
It just increases your speed by 10.
Cool.
So yes. Don't want to risk Ostru. Kastakar, Vargash, if you can go and poke those other two gems, get them activated, and see what happens when we have all four. It may make the evocation safe. They may be sort of the control panels.
Right, I can't go past the door.
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. Do you push it?
Sure.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, same time. 2.
You guys are down at the bottom right.
Well, is it now that we fight to the death?
Are there 2 more gems?
Yes, and they're both glowing.
I will poke.
And boop.
I'm gonna touch the one that says transmutation right here and assume it lights up.
It was already lit up, so when you
Oh, okay. And then I touch it and it lights up again. Turn it off, turn it on.
These seem like hideaway holes.
it is worth noting that those two were glowing brightly now. And when you push it to come back, you guys hear a grinding noise coming from behind the double door.
What's over here? Moving is very laggy for me.
Over there. You see a doorway.
Do I sense any magic?
No.
Probably not.
That looks to be just a door. I don't sense anything, but
All right. Well, I will position myself hanging over the door, and from there assist if it happens to be locked.
Vargosh, stop.
Ah.
So Vargosh, when you run down there, the first step you take, immediately the tile below you drops. Along with I'm about to show you if I can remember which layer. Okay. So You're gonna see a whole bunch of things pop up for one. These tiles turned green whenever you stepped on that one. I hope you can see them.
I don't see anything.
Do you not see the green squares?
Nope.
Hmm.
You just do have not light down there, or
One moment.
just use
Now I
drop?
see some green squares.
Oh. Yeah, Austral.
No, that's Jared saying that.
I know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. So every gray square you see right here that's connected to one of these colored squares, they all depress at once.
Okay, I'm gonna step backwards out of the room.
Okay. The tile stays down.
Make my way back to the group and say, "Hey, bosses, that room," and I kind of point and describe where the room is. Says it has some weird trappy thing down there. I decided not to attempt to disarm. It didn't hurt me or do anything negative. Just a lot of lights on the ground and I don't know, confusing.
It's just a big Dance Dance Revolution square. That's all. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's deal with the sudden grinding noise. Why don't we?
Yeah.
Do you open the double doors?
I mean, I'm hanging from the ceiling, so
Okay, I can open them.
alright, Cascar does apparently.
It opens easily.
Why?
That
We
big
did?
red spot. Oh, sorry, just that big red spot. It's not blood. This is a tunnel down right now. You just can't. You can't.
My brain instantly went to some graffiti of Wida. WIDA.
I mean, I see a backwards N, a D, and a couple upside down V's.
Well,
Looks like one of those captcha things.
Oh dear God.
yeah, it's basically there's a huge open square here and a staircase leading down. And judging by how there's not much dust there, but dust everywhere. This is probably where the grinding came.
He said it's not blood, it's just an aura. Right?
I just drew that there just so you know where it is.
Okay.
It's just a demonstration. I realized after the fact that it kind of looks like a blood splatter.
Alright. Special eyes.
Anything?
Not within 30 feet, no.
May I have the tappy stick?
Sure. Am I the only one who brought a tappy stick? You know they come in
I have
my
collapsible
own.
now.
I thought I grabbed one, but I guess I didn't. And I will tap my
Spares an
way
adventurer.
forward carefully.
So when
Tap,
you
tap,
get
tap.
floor seems solid up until that part.
Up until
Okay,
the
we're
tunnel down.
getting even more thunder and stuff going on. So if we disappear, you don't want.
Um,
And it's suitable because I have a ACDC thunderstruck going on.
we,
So
you
it's
able to
my
make
fault.
your way around?
Am I able to make my way around?
Yeah, probably.
I will make my way around then, tapping every.
I was more thinking, "And the lightning strikes, and the thunder rolls." I don't know what that song is, but I just know that lyrics.
As you come down here, you don't actually see anything out of. I mean, you see a couple benches, you see a big platform, and you see that gym at the end that is not like the other ones on the wall. It's bigger.
Now that it's in my sight, is it magic?
Yeah,
Transmutation?
evocation,
Evocation.
and it is not glowing at all.
Okay. I'm gonna do a dumb, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but for the sake of like, it takes me 30 minutes just to move one square. Could you put me over the gym as I walk across the ceiling to get to it?
Okay.
I'm going to strongly suggest that everyone get out of the room, as he says it's evocation. And going to touch the very top of it from above it.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm reading the rules for this spell. Give me a second. Do, do, do. Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
I believe in you.
As the moment you touch it, an extremely bright sunlight just bursts from the gym.
Rolling double digits would be nice.
And you take 38 damage and you were blinded.
Still up, Tuck?
Nope.
So it's just the burst of light?
It's just a burst of light and then it's gone.
Then I assume Tuck fall to the ground.
Probably.
So that, I think start
It's-
better climates.
There's concentration.
Yeah, I will run forward. Tappy, I went this way, but I meant to go the way that I already went.
Yeah, noted.
Yeah. Run over. Make sure he's alive before giving a quick cure wounds. Because we do not have enough healing in this party, as far as I'm aware. I do not
Okay.
want to lose.
Okay.
You are blinded, by the way, for 1 minute.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and assume that's the flame head. Thank you. That's about what I
Welcome.
expected.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to be able to pry that one free.
Gem's still there? Is it still magical?
It is there, but the light has completely gone out of it.
Like, no magic at all in it?
You don't sense any magic at all.
Well, I think it's safe to grab now.
I do the John Cena in front of my face. Like, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Get a Malala Kaskar in here and get it pried free.
Yep. Everybody in here.
Oh, don't ask me to do strength things.
No, do rogue things.
Yeah.
I'm not a rogue.
But you're
You're
dexy.
dexterous. You can help her while I can't.
That's fair.
I'll
Yeah,
fumble,
I'm gonna
fumble
give you
around in my
a,
bag and set my tools out. Like, I know she's around. I can, kind of smell her. Yeah, there you are. Here's the tools.
you went blind right now, I'd slap.
Graves, do you have anything to help with blindness?
It'll go away.
You sure?
No. Except for the
Oh
I, the
my
player,
God.
know. 'Cause
Yeah,
someone
same.
may have said something, but I'm like, it'll be fine. If it lasts more than normal spells, then I'll worry. But for now, just get that before it replenishes. Get that nice big shiny ruby into my bag of holding.
Give me a sleight of hand, Tally, with advantage. Honestly, it's not super well put in there. As you pull it off, you notice that it seems like it was stuffed in there almost in a rush. You think someone probably put it here for like a defensive reason?
I mean,
No
it seems
shit.
appropriate given what it did.
You do pull it off though, and it is big. It's a it's at least a foot long and a foot radius.
Using my knowledge, quick appraisal,
Sure.
intelligence check, or
Yeah. Give me intelligence. A lot.
yeah,
It
we
is a,
we,
it
we
is
either
a very nice gem.
we either want to keep it or sell it.
And with your intelligence, you can guess it's probably made in a specific way to be able to hold spells. Plus, I mean, seeing the effect of it, you could probably guess that anyway.
Sorry, I DC'd there. What happened?
Took is blinded as he pushed the button and it made the whole room fill.
Oh, I was there for that bit.
Oh, okay. And then they stole the gem.
Okay.
No, just
Didn't
hold
need
the
my
bag
help
of
with that
holding
one.
open for Malaya. Like, we got it.
We got it. I'm gonna try
Yay.
and put it in.
How much can the bag of holding fill?
500 pounds.
Like size wise?
500 cubic feet.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
I think. Let me get over here to it.
Question is, can you open the opening of the bag wide enough to fit this?
You got people. You put people in these.
Okay, gotcha.
I imagine it has a elastic band.
Magic.
All right, so shall we wait here while we see if his blindness goes away?
64 cubic feet. Yeah, you fit it just fine.
All right.
So, about a minute later, you start getting your vision back. It's like you stared into the sun for too long. It starts slowly
Just doing the little
coming
blinking,
back to you.
blink, 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 wink, wink, wink,
Spots
wink,
in your
wink,
eyes.
wink, wink, wink.
Because you were looking directly into the spell. So,
Oh yeah,
Vargosh sees you winking at him and he looks mildly uncomfortable.
I'm doing one eye, then the other eye, then the other eye.
but yeah, after like a minute, your vision comes back. You can see everyone.
I just like
I'm just
raise my
expecting like
cheek
just like
for Malala.
a robot who had a bad servo. It's just like rapid. It's like oh that looks uncomfortable and unnatural.
What's the strength check?
She's smacking me.
Oh,
Reboot the face.
What's your
you
vibe?
smack them pretty good.
Yay, 2 damage. Thanks, love. So glad.
No. Oh yeah, it is strength mod. I thought it was 1 plus strength mod.
But
So wouldn't it be 3 mod?
no, her strength is 2.
Yeah, +1.
Same team, dude.
Eh,
I gave you 11 of those hit points.
All right. Well, that covered that basis.
Yeah.
Ugh. And my feet aren't sticky anymore, so I ain't doing that again.
I like how that's why you won't do it.
I mean, this is why we have contingency plans.
Yeah.
Hey, Leah.
Yes.
Goodberry says it takes an action to eat one berry. Can we also assume that it's an action to eat a handful of berries, or do you have to like eat them one at a time?
So I've been asked this before in another campaign, and my understanding is if you eat too many, it just makes you extremely full. That being said, I personally, if you're not in combat, I think it's fine to eat as many as you want
Okay.
at once. But if you're in combat, I would say one action per one bear.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got stairs.
Yep.
Not even rubbing my cheek. It's like, nope, I deserve that. We've got squares of light next door, and 2 unexplored doors to the north. 3 unexplored doors to the north.
No, we.
3.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
one in the barracks, one in the room Vargash's victim is in, and the one by the other gym.
Yes.
I'm open to suggestions at the moment.
Carefully go and clear them out. Try not to touch any evocation gems.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little siesta there in the foyer, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah. I got. We got this.
It's not that I'm hurt. It's my pride is hurt.
No. You look pretty hurt.
I'm fine. 38 damage to my retinas.
Vargosh casts Goodberry, makes 10 berries, and he tries to hand them to Kalar and says, "Eat these. Good for healing.
I'll eat
Warning: you may feel extremely full afterwards."
I'll eat 1.
It's pretty okay.
They heal 1 health each.
I only took 1.
I will go to this door.
Okay.
Investigation for traps.
You don't see any traps.
What?
It is not locked.
Carefully open. Tippity tapping.
Yep, you see a hallway.
Tippity tapping around.
Wait, where'd he go?
He's at the top right.
Yeah. Tippity tappity.
Yep, you can go and I'll tell you if you need to stop. So when you get there, right where you are, you see that little intersection?
Yeah.
You see a skeleton that looks like a kobold.
Dead?
It's a skeleton that looks like a kobold. It's not alive, it's a skeleton.
Okay, well, not
It
moving.
looks like what? A kobold?
A kobold skeleton?
Yeah.
Like, animated?
Yeah.
No,
Just.
just on the ground. You feel like it got lost in here.
Oh, someone should probably be with him.
So as you're tapping right here, there is a pressure plate in front of you.
On the corner.
Yeah, it's not enough to hit just by tapping it, but you can definitely tell as it moves a little bit.
Pull out my tool. And try to disarm.
Okay.
These tools.
Yes.
Plus
Which
dex,
way-
or
Who is this that's doing this?
Nostril.
Which way did he go?
He went to the northeast.
plus dex or no?
Yeah, we can let you have dex with it.
Okay.
You managed to just perfectly disarm, no problem at all.
Thank goodness we're at the level where we get expertise again. Then back to tippity tapping.
Is this the direction he went?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay. I will head back now. I didn't sense any magic or anything.
No.
Just dead kobolds.
And then you run into Argot.
I did not see anything, really.
Did you look?
Yes.
We could probably keep going.
I will continue tippity tapping the whole way down.
Okay.
I will tell them be careful. I have already disarmed one trap.
Sounds good.
So the square in front of you also seems to be trapped.
Got anything to help with this? I will pull out my tools again.
You figure it's probably pretty close to the same, so.
No, I was talking to Vargash.
Oh,
If he
sorry.
has any buffs.
A cast resistance on him.
Fair. I'll probably need it with that roll.
And then step back.
You guys hear a grinding noise.
Where? From what direction?
To the north.
Like, did it seem to come from behind us, or?
It's kind of hard to tell echoing through the halls. Give me perception. It's really hard to tell. You just know the general direction of north.
We'll start trying to head. I think we should probably head back now.
Fargosh
Vargosh,
tries to listen.
you can tell it's directly north and in the direction you came.
It came from the direction we came from.
Okay. So let's try to head back then.
You first. He's going to keep a healthy distance behind him.
Oh, let me guess. This is just a wall now.
It's just the wall now.
Well, I will pull out my light hammer,
Okay.
cast magic weapon on it, and start trying to get through the wall.
All right. You can go ahead and roll a couple attacks.
All right, I'm gonna head out because I am passing out right now.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Sleep well.
Get your rest,
Good
man.
night.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, all three of those hit.
Where is Graves?
Coral, are you there?
Where is
Yeah,
Graves?
I'm still in this big room, and I don't know. My token keeps bouncing back and forth when I drag it.
Oh, you probably keep hitting a line of sight wall.
Uh,
'Cause, I'm only bleeding from my eyeballs over here.
Yeah, 'cause I'm staying with the group. I'm just having token issues.
Yeah, sorry. You can just yell at me and I can move your token around. And Austria, you break down the wall enough to get.
I will put the hammer away. Was it worth a second level spell slot? Probably not, but oh well.
It was more to protect the hammer than anything.
And so that way I could use my, and not my strength. I will come back.
Just tap her with a guidance as she leaves.
I'm attempting to do a cure wounds, but yeah, computer.
I'll behave. I've got plenty of guardians here with Frederick, Kazakar, and just take a little nap. Hey,
Definitely, this place definitely has traps.
Ah, welcome back.
Yeah.
I would say, did you kill the lizardman?
No.
He only just shows up. like, wow.
To be fair, I'm directly on his tail, but he's just he's moving his token around pretty
Yeah.
quickly, too quickly for me, the player, to keep track of.
I just followed the path back.
Alright, so what y'all find?
Pressure plate. It closed the wall behind us.
He knocked it down.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's one way to brute force it, I suppose.
Yep.
Anything beyond? Still, like, blinking every now and then.
It looks like at least one kobold has gotten lost down there. Found its skeleton.
Probably didn't have a hammer to get through the wall.
Probably not.
You know what? Is your entourage, Graves?
I've never had tokens for them, so just assume they're with me.
Okay. Cause man would have had them touch the giant gem of death.
Oh, were they supposed to be with
We
you?
asked for it.
Yeah, because I forgot they were there. I, the player, forgot they were there.
Well, unless you told me to leave them somewhere, they will be here.
How many do you have? Is it 2 or 3?
3. It's Tim's sister, Tim brother-in-law. Tim's sister-in-law? Brother-in-law?
One of them is just a random bandit.
Oh, you didn't get
Not
both
the
of the doting parents? So we just have a corpse sitting on our boat?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, there's your skeletons.
They're zombies,
Yeah,
aren't they?
wait, I have 3 zombies, and I left the other one stored away to become a skeleton later.
Ah. He's fermenting.
I mean, we had a lot of barrels to spare.
We told him not to go on the boat, so.
But I mean, if looks like Kastakar has run himself ragged. Astro, if he'd be so kind, quietly follow up behind Malala. I believe she went to press on in that barracks room. She had dispatched a few kobolds in.
We'll attempt to do so.
She's got a significant lead on you, so just
Yeah.
try.
Attempt to be stealthy.
Alright, roll me that stealth.
Oh, that's actually at disadvantage. I didn't roll it at disadvantage.
I'm very sorry, Ty. Can you roll me a stealth too? It completely skipped my mind.
Looking back over at both of them, like, really?
I am in metal armor. What do you want from me?
So, Tally, as you're opening the door, you can hear someone coming up behind you, and it kind of makes you slip up just a little bit. But you still open the door, and you don't seem to be noticed.
Can I see the person who came up on?
Yeah, he's on fire, so you can see him when he walks in the door.
I'm gonna non-verbally try to tell him to stop moving, making noise, and being bright.
I will
Stop
do
being
so.
bright. Hold his
I
breath.
can't.
You mean
You
fire
do
feeds off
have
oxygen and all that?
Yeah.
you do have a kobold directly in front of you. and he hasn't noticed you yet.
All right, well, here we go before the loud person makes some notice.
You were barely as quiet as me.
And it's dead. Quietly in its sleep.
Man, if only we could be this stealthy during Shadowrun games. This is like how we need to play Shadowrun, and then we're doing it in D&D.
Alright, so give me another stealth, but this time with disadvantage. Just because there's so many around you right now. And you stepped over a dead. Okay. But they might crit. No. Okay. You have 3 kobolds around you. All of them are dead asleep.
Oh, my work's done then.
Rogue so hard, you kill them in their sleep when they hadn't even been touched yet.
Not literally. I'm just gonna say, for the sake of time, you managed to assassinate all of them.
Okay. Once they're all dead, I'll tell Austriel he can breathe.
And can you whisper me 4d20s again? Thank you.
And I see another door.
Oh boy.
I'll check that door.
So, since you've seen it twice already now, you just immediately notice the rope that's completely just on the doorknob.
All right, so rinse and repeat. Quietly open door. Check.
Yep. You can go and give me another stealth. It's great because they literally can't see a 22. But as you step in, there's nothing in here. There's just a dead kobold body on a table.
From in there, I heard a dead kid, and I'm like, whoa, it's turned darker.
It went back to darker.
It went back to darker, yeah.
You would probably guess this is Cascar's work based on the fact that there's like no blood on it. It seemed to just kind of get strangled.
What was Tim's sister name so I can label my zombies?
Let me check this for you. It was Rain. Rhain.
Vargosh goes off to try to find the two who stealthed away, and he sees
Just
Austral here.
And a horde of dead kobolds.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Kobolds are weak, but you think they might have actually been dangerous if they weren't, dead.
Mm. How do lizard folk typically see kobolds or other lizard creatures? Are they like rivals, or are they like lesser beings if they're kobolds? Or anybody
I
know?
think almost everything considers kobold lesser beings, including kobold. So, kobolds especially, you'd probably just see them as, weak creatures.
Mhm.
It'd be safe to assume that the last door is back into the hall.
Yep. The door is actually open, so you can see into the hall from here.
Oh, and I assume the kobolds I took out also had daggers.
So you have 5 more daggers now, and 9 total from that room.
So I see what looks like what is the chest of drawers here?
There are 2 chests or there's a chest in each of these rooms.
I want to search the chests.
Alrighty. Give me an investigation.
10.
Alright, give me a dex save. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, give me a dex save.
Oh, I was about to give, I guess I was going to say, I was about to give you dex. 10.
A small dart shoots out from it, and emphasis on small, and you take 1 damage. But when you look in there, you notice a bag of gold.
Take the bag of gold and try to do like a rough estimate of how much might be in here.
You can guess pretty safely that's like 120.
Okay. Do we have a party loot box or anything?
The bag of holding.
Okay, I will give that to you in a moment, Mutt. I don't know if you want to mark it down or not, but and then I check the other chest.
Give me an investigation. Give me a dex save. See, you've learned from the last one, so you open it up and just barely move, and you see a tiny dart just go. And inside you see another bag. This one has probably about 50 gold in it.
Okay, take the gold. And then make my way back to the group and hand the gold to Kalar. I found these. We might want to divvy this up later.
I will wrap them specifically with a red twine so that I know they haven't been sorted yet. Sorted, counted, what have you.
Okay.
And I'm in the middle of a short rest, guys, because I hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah, we figured.
So I'm pretty comfortable right here.
I will also eat one of my good berries.
And we can say pretty easily about 30 minutes go by without an issue.
All right, gonna spend my hit die.
And in the last 10 minutes of before we start moving, I will ritually cast Detect Magic, so I don't have to spend another spell slot.
Okay.
Just so that stays up.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll spend. Yeah. That'd be potentially up to 16. Yeah, we'll spend 2. This is 2d8 plus 4. 0. All right. No. It's all clear. Yes? No?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright.
We
Oh my
still have that room to the southwest, I think it is.
Was there anything shiny in there that we needed to worry about?
Oh yeah, lots of shinies.
Lots of shinies. If you're
On the
referring
floor,
to,
the floor was shiny.
if you're referring to the lights.
That's what he's referring to.
Oh, hell. Does anyone want to go into the puzzle room?
Yeah, it's my turn to do something dumb.
Okay. Let's, as a group, shuffle on over there then.
Yes.
I'm gonna move you guys to a safe spot so the laggy people don't have to.
Thank you. It gives me time to actually try and get the stream screen. If you can shift ping it to the stream will center. Thank you.
Yep. So when you look in the room, like I said, all these gray tiles that are connected to the green ones or the yellow one, they're all pressed down, along with the colored ones. They're also pressed down. At the end, you see a barrier in front of a gem.
What do the yellow tiles represent?
The glowing ones.
Yeah, they're also glowing. They're just glowing yellow instead of green.
All right, Graves. Now that we have been in character reminded that you have an entourage.
Well, her headphones have been booped off. I don't know if.
Waiting on a response.
Okay.
Graves.
Oh, there they are. Here they come. Give them a second. They're shambling.
I mean, the obvious to me, and others can speak up,
Just
is
play Minesweeper with them.
yeah, I would say put two on the yellow, like one each on the yellow. So whichever ones you are more likely to have a little emotional attachment to.
Well, I think we have to try to keep Tim around as long as possible, just as on principle.
Yeah. So Frank and Rain.
So it's worth noting, like I said, the colored ones are also pressed down. So when the skeleton steps on that yellow one, nothing.
Now, having them step on both of them at the same time being the plan.
I lost one for a second. There we go.
Because otherwise...
And what is the path that they're making? Are they stepping on other circles? Are they going straight through
No,
the
make
great?
sure they avoid the other ones.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I make one move and the other step. That one goes through.
Okay, so moving just for one moment. The tile underneath, which one is that, Frank?
Frank.
It turns red as it goes down.
Oh, I got it. We can't step on. Like once it's red, that's bad, and when it turns yellow, I kind of basically described Minesweeper. Yeah, if it's red, you don't step too far onto it. And if it's yellow, then you don't want the red one. Try to keep them all green. Try to only step on green, or no colored.
Frank to the east 1. We'll see if it's only connected via the cross.
One square or one green box.
One just right there was the plan to see what happens.
Okay. Stop right there. As you click it, there was an X under it. I need everyone. Well, first of all, is everyone actually in the room like I put them there, or are you guys in a different spot?
It would be in the hall if
Oh,
we felt that
yeah.
was safer.
Yeah.
I'll be in front of the group directing the zombies.
Yeah, just try and. I know you guys are laggy, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like third back. Then like Frederick would be in the back.
Yeah.
I figured it would be Graves, Kalar, and then myself. Actually, no, leave Frederick there so I can see
Which one's Frederick? I'm sorry.
this one. I can move him back.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not one of the laggy ones.
Yeah.
And Tally took you guys moving back.
Trying.
So you can just ping it and I'll move you.
I will when the screen stops scrolling.
Oh,